All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with the youngest in charge, Abdullah Mason. How you doing, Abdullah?
Man, I'm good, man. Working it out.
Good to see you, man. I know it's been a little minute.
Yeah.
But sure. How's life as world champion now?
Life as world champion. Gotta do world champ things.
Yeah.
You know, you're world champion. You gotta live like one. So definitely is work for sure.
For sure. Interesting fight. You know, you got a guy that's a local, Ohio guy, Toledo. Albert Bell. Could you talk about because I know you sparred him, but like, what's your okay? All right.
Yeah.
What's your relationship like with Albert Bell?
That's our guy, man. We real cool with him. I'm glad to be able to give him the opportunity. He saved the day for sure.
Yeah, no, he's like a high risk, low reward guy. They would say.
They would say, yeah, for sure. But I'm definitely, like I said, I'm just glad to be able to give him the opportunity. Joe Cordina fell out last minute. The show could have been canceled. And he stepped in, and it's unfortunate the way things happen, but it's boxing, so you got to be prepared for those circumstances.
Yeah, well, if nothing else, I definitely think it proves that your shirts, the appetite for the smoke, you have an appetite for the smoke.
For sure.
You're fighting a guy like Albert Bell, 'cause a lot of guys didn't want to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it's boxing. I'm prepared to go in there and display my skills against anybody that I have to do that with. So that was my guy. So it definitely wasn't something I expected, especially coming off of sparring, and that was kind of recent that we had shared the ring a few times. But it's going to be a great night of boxing.
No, for sure. I was just talking to Bob Arum, and he was saying that you kind of remind him a little bit of like a Sugar Ray Leonard because of your meanness in the ring.
Right.
Where do you feel you're at, like in terms of your development at this stage of your career? Because you seem like you're a lot more filled out now.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm ready to take on anybody. So anybody who steps up and wants to, get in there and fight me, I feel like I'm ready to, just take them on and come out on top. I believe in myself and my skill set that I have at this point in my career. So I definitely am still getting better, but at this point, I still feel like I can beat anybody that steps in the ring with me.
Anybody? Okay. I know the press conference is going to start soon, Abdullah, but before the interview, any final message you want to get to the boxing world about, your fight on the 4th of July?
No, y'all just tune in. This the first step to a lot of bigger things,
All right, we'll talk later on. I know you cutting weight, man. All right, Brendan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with Albert Bell. Albert, first of all, nice to meet you in person for the first time. You've had a long road, man. Just how does it feel now? Like, July the 4th, your world title, Ohio versus Ohio. How does the stage feel for you?
I mean, it feels great. It's dope, man. It's lit. Can't get no bigger and better than this. First inaugural fight with Top Rank on TNT. I've spent a long tenure in my career with Top Rank, so it's like a full circle moment. And it's a great opponent. We're both undefeated, both Ohio, so it's definitely gonna be lit.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you've been a guy that for many years has been the definition of like a higher risk fighter, low reward. So guys, they go another direction when Albert Bell's name is on a contract.
Right.
But as far as what's the world gonna learn about Albert Bell that they don't know already?
I mean, I think what the people that know is like I'm one of them guys, that's really capable of beating anybody in the world any given night. I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world. I just got to go out there and finally get an opportunity to prove it. So Saturday, first of many.
Okay. You've been I know you were with Top Rank early in your career. You spent time as even an independent fighter. That's very hard to do in boxing. Could you speak to maybe some of the trials and tribulations of that?
I mean, I believe it's hard if you ain't got the right people with you, or you ain't got the means to throw shows and stuff in your city and stuff. But my city supports. So when everything get rough, I always throw a show back home and get a top quality opponent and keep myself moving in the rankings and keep going to these commissions, banquets and stuff and move and groove and about networking and connections. So I wouldn't suggest it to a lot of people, but if you can, it can be done. I'm proof of it, but just be prepared to take a long route.
Yeah. Would you say that makes this moment more satisfying, the fact that you want that route?
Yeah, for sure, man. Being self-made, doing it the hard way, it pays off in the end. So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah. Abdullah Mason, you guys have done some sparring in the past. How long have you known Abdullah, and what's y'all's relationship like?
I've been knowing Abdullah since he was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like seeing him at all the shows and tournaments and stuff. And then as he got older, we got more closer. You know what I mean? And, getting some rounds in and sparring with each other. So we know each other.
Yeah. Okay. What kind of fight do you think this is going to be?
I think it's going to be a high-level chess match. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? We both know we can't just come in there reckless or doing this and that. So it's definitely going to be some IQ in it. Going to play a high-skill level fight. So we'll see who get aggressive first or what adjustments being made during the fight. But coming out is definitely going to be some skills being displayed.
Yeah. Based off both of your guys' career, I would say that he's probably the more aggressive of the two.
Yeah.
You feel like that's going to work to your advantage?
Young got that vigor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
So I look forward to capitalize off of anything I'm given.
Okay. So Sunday, July 5th, when you wake up in the morning, what are people going to be saying about Albert Bell?
And no. Some people gonna be shocked. Some people gonna be think like it's a long time coming. You gotta just do it. It's gonna be mixed emotions for sure. But for me, relieved, happy, fulfilled. So that's all I wanted my whole life. Be an undefeated world champion, not just a world champion, but an undefeated world champion. And it's one of my prayers every night that God grant me the opportunity to be an undefeated world champion. July 4th, Cleveland, Ohio. I get a chance to make that dream come true.
On the 4th of July at that. It's crazy. Albert, any message, I'm in the interview, but any message to the boxing world about just your fight, anything before we end the interview?
Yeah. Tune in July 4th, the real fireworks on TNT and DAZN. Bell versus Mason, undefeated versus undefeated, Ohio versus Ohio. Harry Pearl show. Look forward to a new face in boxing.
There you go. There you go. Albert, thank you.